I don't know if it's gonna be a long chapter or episode or not. I wanted to tell you something that I realized that I was thinking about today, and that was different because the first day here in Jerusalem was out in a park and sit on my own. I was talking to heaven and inside my mind. You don't need to talk loudly so people hear you. I sit there and talk to them and ask what I should do in Jerusalem. I was thinking that it can't only be to touch the Golden Gate, as they say in Sweden. And now is it Monday, and about 6 o'clock in the evening. And I have been out and it's Chanukah this week. And so I was thinking that the hotel had some dog nut to eat today, but they only give us, as it seems like, on Sundays, and only those simple dog nuts that we can eat all over the world with jam inside them, and not a fancy thing. But I bought two fancy dog nut for shabuk, and it was pecanut, not peanuts. It was pecanut, like cream in them, and very, very good. And over it was a glaze with pecanut. And that is something I want to buy more of before this week is over. But it's very greasy, and it should be greasy in shabuka, and because it's about those lights, that was a miracle. The Virgin had 8 candles. No, it's not. They don't have 8 candles. What are you talking about, Eva? It was that the candle had oil only for 1 day, but it lasts 8 days. It was shining 8 days, and that is what Chanukah are about. This light, that was a miracle that they could use it for 8 days instead of 1 day. And that means that people should eat greasy food this week. But like me, that have very easy to gain weight, I can't eat like I did yesterday. I ate one that I got here at the hotel, a simple one with yam, and then I have bought 2 really big dog nuts for shabuka, and I don't have anything today of those dog nuts, and the hotel doesn't have that today. They don't even have light up the candle. They were looking at the candle, that candle holder we have here, and they have not lighted up. And these people is from Morocco that is working here, most of them. So they don't really, or it's not like important for them. They are not religious, they tell me. They don't believe in God or like that. So it's be like it is, but it is a Jewish hotel, and a little here and now follow the tradition. And but it was not about that. I was thinking about and realized that it can be the truth. What I heard from heaven, I was thinking in the worldly way to think. When they say to me in the park on Sunday that I should rest and be healed, that can means what I was thinking today, because yesterday I touched the Wailing Wall, Western Wall, and give them my DNA, the wall. And I have done my work for my ancestor in that way, that they are coming back to Israel in my DNA, because all of them are in my DNA that I have talking about for over 1 year ago. Over 1 year I have talked about them, and they had coming through, some of them. And in the beginning I didn't understand that they were real, those very historical persons, like marriage that was got her head cut off, and she talked about that her head was laying on in Scotland's ground, that it was touched in that way, not the whole body, but her head was laying there on the ground, and that make it to be touched with Scotland, and that you can listen at in one episode. But the first episode that she come through, I was thinking that no one believed this, and I erased it, took it away, but she gave me a chance more, and she come through once again, and that is for a long time ago, maybe 1 year, maybe 18 months, like that, for the early episodes. And I was thinking that in spirit now, it seems like it's coming through. When I was to the Wailing Wall and placed the DNA there, as it was the meaning of the whole thing, I was not sure about the Golden Gate, but it was something in the spirit way they are talking that I was thinking about when I was in Sweden, that it's a spirit way to tell me to touch the Golden Gate. And yesterday, early in the morning, the taxi driver drive me to the wrong place. I should not be there in a Wailing Wall. But then I And then I realized that it maybe was not a mistake. It was done from heaven that he should drive me wrong, so I should touch giving my DNA to the Wailing Wall. And I didn't need the paper because I have already a paper laying in Mount of Olive, where they're digging down those paper they, at that hill, and they are there. And the one paper I took to the wall is there in the soil, so it's already done. So I didn't need to do that yesterday, and then today, like it was like a letter, like a mail coming to me that I understood today, but it was not supposed to be. Before I touched the Wailing Wall was to understand this, that was the end of everything, and I saw that this what they were saying, that I should a spirit come. Did you hear that? I stopped. I couldn't talk because it took my breath, and when it went in, and so maybe it's a longer episode. But you that listen at podbean.com, that you should know that this is an open network I have in this hotel. So yesterday when I tried to upload one episode, it took 2-3 hours to do it, and I had to go to bed and sleep, and then I wake up and it was done in the night, so I could place it in the podbean.com. So that platform is going late, so I wrote on it that you should go to my YouTube if you want to know more up-to-date episodes, because this in Podbean it will be later than the other podcast platform I have. And I am coming to this answer of today, that when they say that I should rest, that means that I should not need to do this suffering way to work for God anymore, because I have placed the DNA on the Wailing Walls, and that means that I have, and you have helped me, some of you have helped me by sending me money to my bank account so I could come to Jerusalem. This is the Spirit. Now the Spirit is very on me, and there are many here now, and they say that they are thankful that you have sent me money to fulfill. I say that when I started to know that I should go to take a flight to Jerusalem, and I have no money at all, and I ask heaven to not let me be like Moses that never come to the promised land. Don't let me just in the end of to fulfill, that I should fail. And it is you. It's a spirit very strong, and it's reaching you that have helped me to fulfill this, the walk I have done under God and under heaven. You have done it, and the Spirit is saying in some way you are going to get something back because you did that. They know that you have some issues, mental issues, and it's not bad. You did what you should do anyway, and you have drinking problem and these things. It doesn't matter, because now they're going to help you to be rid of it, that you be clean, and you are still here on earth. And now the Spirit is talking. It's not me talking. That you are still here on earth. So you have that time to clean up. And we are going to help you. This is 5 spirits that is here. And they are like leaning over my shoulder and talk to you. And they say they will come to your home. They will come and be around you and help you with what issues you have in your life. That is not about money, it's about other things. It's not all problems are not money. It's many things that it can be, that they have nothing with money to do, and God is not about money. So they are telling you that have sent money, that they will be like, someone saying, fortress in your life, so you can be cleaned up and be healed and move forward in your life in this time that you are here on earth. And you will have people waiting for you in heaven to welcome you to heaven, and not let you be only running around on the field like a child. You are going into the golden city because you know inside you that you felt the Spirit to send me some money. It's so, I wish I could hug you and say that you are so okay, that you understood what the problem was in my fulfillment from heaven to do what heaven want me to do. And I could do that because of you. I had not could do it on my own. I had not that kind of money. But you did it. We love you, all of us. We love you for have done these things. And you should not cry, you should dry your tears, because it's going to be what was your problem that had nothing with money to do, because you had the money to send me. It's between you and God what is your problem, and they're gonna solve it for you. It maybe can take some days, and it can come people into your life that help you, but that also that the devil can come into your life and you think this is the one that will help me. But that's why you have a fortress. That's why they say a fortress to me. that they are going to hold it back, so you know who is who that come into your life that you maybe didn't know, but it is a real person that coming in that is nice, and give you those things that you need to get from heaven. So and now it was about this to be healed. They say that I should rest because my work is done. I have fulfilled what I should do with help from you. And it says to be healed. Because I have said that. I have prayed to God and to heaven to let me go back and be healed as I was before I left Sweden in 2000. I was okay. I didn't have any medicine. I didn't have any issues with my body more than I was fat. And that I should be fat because the people should not look at me that I was needy, and then they saw that I was fat and I was not needy, they were thinking, and they were thinking wrong, because I know from earlier in my life that those that is fat, that are big in their bodies, they can be that they have no money for to eat healthy food, so they eat what they can get, and they get very much fat food to eat. So it's not that people say that I was so wealthy so I could eat and be fat, but it's the opposite. When you don't have any money, you need to eat what you get, and most it's not healthy food you get for free. It's mostly, I eat in the United States, I eat much of cakes that was given to us in the shelter. We didn't get real food in the shelter. It was cakes. It was birthday cakes that was not sold. It was sour cakes we got to eat, but I didn't have anything. I didn't have any money to eat. So I had to eat what was given. Those other people in the shelter, they had people. They could go home to their parents. They could go home to their friends. They had money, but they didn't want to stay and sleep in those houses. They preferred to be in the shelter, and many of them had drugs problems, so they didn't want to go home to their parents, and they could see that they were on drugs. So they were not really homeless. They preferred to stay at the shelter, to not face their family, what they should say, or they have stolen from people and they hide it by sleeping in a shelter. So that what you see is not right, because you have to know what's caused those problems. Of course, there is people that is addicted to fat food and doesn't move around, but that is not all people. So I don't. It was this to be healed, they say to me, and I will be healed because I have been in so much stress, and that have make my body be sick. But now, wherever I will go if I go back to Sweden or if I stay here in Israel, I will have this no stress at all in my life. Maybe some, you can't avoid it sometimes, but not. I am not going to cause any stress in my life, because I am one with God and heaven, and I can talk to them what is wrong in my life, and they help me. So I don't need to stress anymore. I'm healed in that way, that healing is about to have the tight connection with heaven and God, so you can talk to them about your problems, and that is healing. I hope you understand this with healing, and that is what they really say to me on Sunday, and not the worldly thing, that I should rest for one day like that, and then I'll be healed by a miracle way. It's not that. It's an ambulance or police in Jerusalem. I hope it's not for me. Thank you for listening. And God bless you. We love you.